What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Welcome back to another episode of Cryptid Conversations. I was about to touch my mic, but every time I've done that tonight, it's messed something up on my computer, so I'm not going to do that.
I was really afraid when you started the conversation with I was about to touch my...
Yeah, you never know where that's going to go with me, right? Well, as usual, I'm Caster MJ. Along with me, I have Ian.
So, as usual, I'm Ian.
Yeah. Deadly's just running a little bit late, but he will be joining us shortly. Before we get started, as usual, I like to let everybody know that this podcast is sponsored by Immortal Workshop. So if you were shopping for Metazoo or some other TCGs as well, please check out Immortal Workshop's website. It's just immortalworkshop.com. There is a link in the description that will give you an affiliate code. I have no idea what he's about to do, but you could also use code Caster's Corner at checkout and receive 10% off.
He has binders now.
Oh yeah, and they're pretty sweet from what I've heard.
You can tell I care so much I haven't even opened this one yet.
I hear they're big.
They are, well,
it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, they're super nice. They're like a pleather on the front. It's got his logo on it. Where's my camera? There's my camera.
There you go. Yeah.
Embossed in there. And they're top loader binders, so it's 4 per sheet. And then you take a top loader. If I could do it sideways.
If you could.
You could. And then your top loaders fit right in that binder. Very nicely. 4 on a page.
That's pretty sweet.
So the small ones hold 110. The big ones hold 212.
So now is storing them in top loaders and then a binder, I'm assuming, better?
Well, it depends on... Here, I have a full one of the test ones he did. This one doesn't have his logo on it. But this is the test one that we got. I have this full of the Rise collector sample set.
Oh, nice.
So I have one of every card from the sample set. So this is 110 cards full right here. So, you know, it gets thick.
It does get
110
thick.
cards, but the small is nice and bookshelf friendly, the height of it. Whereas some of the bigger binders aren't. So
Yeah.
I like
it. Well, yeah, check out immortalworkshop.com. Use code Caster's Corner. Get 10% off your order. And
binders.
Yeah. I just realized also I have the wrong background on until Deadly gets here. So we'll fix that. But how's your week been going, Ian?
Good. 4th of July we had off, so that was nice. Other than that, I haven't really done anything in the past week. I've been trying to clean this room some more. Still haven't found my Cryptid centerfold cards. Those are still among the missing, which are also, I believe, still on Immortal's website. But
I didn't get those.
Work in progress.
Oh, nice, Matrata. 2 binders.
2 binders. They're really nice binders. Like, they are really nice binders.
I don't do the binder thing.
Really? At all?
So
yeah, you also like hard shuffle all of your really nice cards. So
the nicest ones.
The nicest of the nicest. MJ, that's a $300 card. Don't care.
So in my opinion, so something like Rat King or something like that, right? We'll just go with that for an example. It's worth shuffling in a deck because most people aren't, so other people aren't preparing to go up against it, in my opinion. And there's less of them printed, usually, those more expensive cards or something like that, you know?
I forgot the exact number, but it was around 400, give or take.
So yeah, like, to me, if it's worth winning, it's worth shuffling, you know?
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. But
so, yeah, I shuffle.
It still hurts.
I like to bling out my deck with the hollow auras and stuff, and but I'm not one of the people who does the autographs cards. I played against a lot of people who play with like all autograph cards and stuff like that. I don't do any of that.
I think I would if I
just do hollows. I like the shiny, so it doesn't have to be. I don't care about all versions. I want shiny. That's all I care about, really. I like it blinged out.
What about shiny and autographed? And doodled?
I don't like. I think the auto takes away from it personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Like if you had a full hollow aura that was doodled. You know, like a full hollow water aura with a Mishi Pesho doodled on it, which I do have. You wouldn't play that.
No, because that's actually something I would probably keep for my collection, possibly, which is dwindling down, I will say. But I still have like a little. Actually, it's a Pokemon ETB box.
Yeah.
And that's where I have like my autographs and doodles and stuff like that. And my favorite one, actually, oh man, I'm so bad at names with everything. Oh man. I don't even know the card name. I gotta find this card name real quick.
I'm assuming it's from Native if you don't know the name.
No, actually, it's from
Really?
Cryptid Nation, but I believe it's from like I believe it's a holiday set, honestly.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Okay, yeah, it was by Bruins. It's the Prism Beam Tree Topper. It's the Christmas tree. He did a doodle on that one with Mothman like peeking from like behind the Christmas tree. And it's so dope. That's my favorite doodle that I have personally. I don't know why. It was probably the first one that I got, actually.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hey, nice to meet you up, man.
Now it's a party.
Yeah.
I missed your bed.
What are you
Glad
guys
you're
talking
home.
about?
We're talking about the binders that Immortal Workshop got and how I don't use binders.
Because you don't own cards.
So the only two things I have in binders right now is I have all of CN2. I have a complete set of CN2 in a binder, but it's in just like a regular shitty binder.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only other thing I have in binders is I have the whole Pokemon 25th anniversary set.
Yeah, you said you were never getting rid of that.
Including like the McDonald's set and everything, and they're all in the 25.
That'll probably be your biggest investment right there. You probably make some money off that. Like
I might. Who knows though? You know. But I have it in the 25 anniversary sleeves and the 25 anniversary binder as well. So it's like everything. Yeah, literally everything with that little Pokemon like logo on it is all in that same binder and everything. But those are the only two binders I have. I started doing Wilderness at one point, so I have like maybe like the first 60 of the Wilderness cards in a binder or something like that. And it was like 3 a.m. and I was like, I'm going to fucking bed. This is taking way too long. I was like, this is ridiculous. It's taking like 6 hours and I'm only like 60 cards in.
I think I have the only complete sets I have are Wilderness and Nightfall.
I mean,
and then I gave up on doing the others.
Ask Paul about my Nightfall poll game. I didn't get like anything in Nightfall.
Oh, I did.
You even saw me rip booster boxes in Nightfall, and you're like,
I feel like I've done that multiple times when you're ripping booster. Wilderness, remember?
Yeah.
The whole set was like that for us.
With Nightfall, the box that I opened in Orlando when we were at Collecticon last year, you were like, well, at least you got a Jack Frost.
Oh, the Nightfall. You said the Nightfall. You bought a Nightfall box for like, what was it? Tell me it was 300.
No.
I did that.
This was the one that I got there was like 180 or something like that, but still.
Man, it was on the rise. It's definitely got.
No, that was it down. Like
probably was down. I honestly
we were seeing prices like 210, like 215. So when he said 180, we were like, yeah, let's get that. You know.
Dude, ever since we've come into this, I'm gonna tell you that it's done like
literally gone down.
I think it went up like this tiny little like, and then it just been like going down.
Yeah, we joined at like peak hype. So I realized this when I saw
I saw
a Facebook post this week about the Hello Kitty post and how it's like the most liked post in recent history. And somebody was like, "Oh, let's see, I'm trying to turn this negative." And then they went through and the same person went through and found all of the posts that had similar counts, and they were literally all from the CN2 Wilderness era from January to like when the golden ticket was cool. And then it was all downhill from there. And I'm like, I'm not gonna tell him, but he's proving our point. Like, it's been all downhill since last year. Like, this is, well, we're gonna get into the Hello Kitty thing, but I mean, it's been downhill since we joined, essentially.
Is that like I'm not opposed to their collaboration with Hello Kitty.
Well, let's just
Let's
hop
just jump into
it.
Hello Kitty.
Yeah, let's just hop into it then, dude. So
we were just at the
so
binder.
start us off here, Dead
So
underscore Deadly.
I have not paid that much attention. I really, MJ texted me today. Clearly, haven't been like focused too much on like anything because they haven't really been saying much either, have they?
It's been kind of quiet lately.
I mean, at the end of the
Wish
day,
us a happy 4th of July.
I know, I saw that. I have a beacon up for the location, but at the end of the day, like I asked today, and they're like, "Nope," and I'm like, "Dude, it's July 6th." Like, are they waiting for the 10th? Are they waiting for the 15th? Like, I don't know. What day is
22nd?
I was gonna say that.
You'll find out on the 22nd.
There's like, all right, so basically, yeah. I mean, like the Hello Kitty thing. I think it would have done really well if they had done that before they did the last 5, whatever they were doing. If they didn't do like Bear Walker, Revive boards, like if they had jumped to Hello Kitty first, then I think that they would be on a little bit different trajectory.
Why? Let me hear your opinion on why.
Yeah, tell us why. We will sit here in silence until you answer that.
No, I'm asking you why you think that, Deadly.
Why I think what?
Why do you think it would have been better in that order, or like not doing those and doing this instead, or what?
Dude, we're all jaded as fuck. Sorry, like we're all jaded. I am so jaded on this game. Like, it's frustrating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
So, I mean, there's been so much emotional turmoil that I feel like I have PTSD for any startup thing I get into. I don't even know. Like, I just don't know. I don't know what's gonna do if they come out with Hello Kitty right now versus if it was before. So yeah, I mean, you got Metazoo Keeper saying Hello Kitty is a powerful card. Yes, so this is my opinion. Yes, native. I haven't taken a good hard look at native, and I haven't really constructed too much with that. But they haven't been coming out with any good cards, like something that gets me like really going, being like, "Wow, this is really cool."
Native's got some wild cards.
Yes, wild. That do I'm sorry, like I feel like like it's not the same. It was like with Father Sam, like dude, like CN's beasties were super strong, and they were very to the point. You know what I mean? Now we're getting into like all of them have this fourth wall, so I have to pay attention to the fourth wall. Not all of them had fourth walls. Like some of them did, some of them didn't.
I think it's a good thing, though. It's a good change.
They all do?
The whole point of it is that your fourth walls matter.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing too.
Okay, so regardless, they all have fourth walls, but then I feel like they have you have to pay attention to the traits. Okay, flipping, and then I don't know, dude. There's just so much going on now, and every single beastie has stuff, and there's no.
So I like those changes personally, and like my TCG knowledge is not as extensive as other people's. Definitely not as large as other people watching this podcast and everything like that. But I do have some experience with Pokemon. That's what I played. I wasn't a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I wasn't a Magic player. Just some Pokemon.
We forgive you.
I can tell you that when I was building competitive decks for Pokemon, I liked the cards that had an ability and an attack. And like that's kind of what Metazoo has done in their more recent sets. They've like made every single card have some fourth wall, an ability, an effect, and an attack, essentially. And like because of my history personally with like the Pokemon, like I said, I actually like that change personally. Instead of like how you're saying in the back in like the original like CN Nightfall days, it was more just like either had an ability with like a shitty attack or like it was more simple. It was like more straight to the point and everything like that.
Yes, I think that maybe the game's getting a little convoluted.
I can see that, but I feel like what Ian was saying, that's kind of the point in a way. Like let's get some terras in here. Let's get some fourth walls in here. Here's some abilities. Here's some effects. Here's some attacks. Here's some traits. You know, that's
early on. That was their tagline, right? The only TCG where your surroundings matter.
Yeah.
That still is, I think. It still says that on their boxes, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I believe it does. But
Choose your
playing
battle.
into that now
That's
is
what
good.
Native says.
Is it what Native says?
Yeah, I see. It says choose your battlefield. I can't see the other side of the box, but
I don't read the boxes. I just rip them.
But yeah, it used to say that where the only TCG where your surroundings matter. And that's one of the things that drew me into it. I was like, this is different. So I enjoy that, but I still see your point at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, maybe I'm like, maybe it's too. What they were trying to do was basically spread everything out, and now all these aura types are having like compatibility. But I don't know. I kind of like it better where there was like a huge meta.
Without me getting into like details about my opinion, I do agree with you though that Metazoo has changed, and I don't like the change that's occurred. It just doesn't happen to be about the card specifically. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm just getting.
That's just my opinion though. But I want to get into Ian's.
I agree with your opinion as well. I agree with that.
But I want to know what Ian thinks about Hello Kitty and everything like that.
It's interesting. It makes sense, right, to do collaborations because that's how you expand. But this is the first time that I can really think of. I mean, yeah, we had Smokey the Bear, but or Smokey Bear.
What was Smokey the Bear? Come on,
Smokey Bear. We're getting basically a Hello Kitty and Friends like set, right? They kind of half confirmed.
Who are the friends?
It's not just going to be SDCC. I don't know. I don't really know Hello Kitty all that well, but I heard some other names going around.
Man? I feel like Hello Kitty's way too soft for somebody like me. Like I say like fuck every other word and stuff like that.
So now I'm gonna buy you a Hello Kitty plush.
Deadly's got like 3 of them in the corner of his room that we can't see.
But I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Hello Kitty. No, it's interesting to me because it's the first real kind of left turn away from cryptids of any sort. This is a true, just different IP that they're doing cards for, which is good and bad, right? And I think that's why I'm conflicted. Is it feels like kind of a sellout from the original premise of, hey, we have this card game of cryptids. At the same time, going back to that Facebook post about look, this is the most popular post in over a year and 2 months. Yeah. It's gonna get that hype train back up. We had that giant boost coming into Wilderness, into the Golden Ticket, and then it died down, and then this could bring it back out. And I feel like it's not been a great year so far. Compared to the hype coming into it for Towers and the book and all of this, right? Which Towers have kind of been lackluster. The book, as far as I'm aware, has been delayed a few months. I don't think it's going to be ready for SDCC.
Yeah.
So the original plan seems to have shifted. This could at least bring attention back into Metazoo, even if it's not the attention that we're looking at. I don't know. I'm conflicted.
It could work great for them.
Yeah.
I think that they should have done it earlier.
So
I don't know about earlier.
It will work great for them.
Craig's been on the board for a year and a half. So I started doing news videos in January 2022, and I think it was my second video was announcing Craig Takaguchi joining the board of directors, who's the guy from Sanrio. So, it's a year and a half later.
Yeah. But at the same time, like sometimes deals do take time. Sometimes things like that. But
True.
Let me ask this before I get into what I want to say. Mm-hmm. Did either one of you ever expect this collab?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't expect it to be a full set, but with Craig being on the board, something to do with Sanrio was always on the table.
Were you expecting it when it happened?
No, I didn't expect it for SDCC.
So how are they going to... They said they were going to make it public to other people, too. How are they going to do that this time? Is it just going to be like a...
I imagine it's just going to be a marketplace, Metazoo marketplace drop. And there's going to be SDCC variants or exclusives that go along with it.
Lastly, are you going to partake in it?
No.
Deadly.
It really depends on if I'm still in the air about it. You know what I mean? I probably, if I had to answer that right now, I'd have to say no.
That makes 3 no's.
What
So,
do we change our topic to?
so,
Are we talking about it anymore now?
so, my opinion is, and I've talked about this on the podcast before, actually, how I got into Metazoo specifically because how it was like darker, for
Yep.
lack of better terms. It was a little more gory. I liked that there was a card of Bunny Man whose story is about murdering people on Halloween. I like that there's all things like that, and like they
Yep.
would show people getting murdered and their throats cut in what was that card that you always mention, Ian?
Matlocks. I remember the first time I saw Matlocks.
Talking about
No, not. I wasn't talking about
Oh,
Matlock.
Black
but that
Mass.
is
Black
when-
Mass is
Black
the other
Mass
one.
was the one I was referencing, but you're right with Matlocks. I just
that,
remember about that.
that came out in
That's a seance or something like that.
Seance. Yeah.
But it's like it's dark.
That's the stuff that drew me into this game because again,
Yeah.
I came from Pokemon. I was like, damn, this is like Pokemon like gameplay. Like I could challenge my mind, build a deck of cards, play a game. That's what I wanted. I was like, but it's more like adult and dark, and I'm into horrors and.
Yep.
And now they're doing Hello Kitty.
Yeah, and they've stated they're going to get away from that darker kind of theme of things as well. So they want to. I don't. So there's rumors going around that Metazoo's selling, right? And Sanrio is a company that is already kind of associated and could likely buy them. With Sanrio's image, it would make sense that they get away from all of that.
No, I do have a question. I'm still not done with my opinion, but I do have a question. Why would Sanrio, the second largest IP ever behind Pokemon, why would they need to buy Metazoo? Why wouldn't they just start their own? It seemed like Disney, for example, they weren't like, oh, let me buy Magic the Gathering. They were like, we could do this fucking better, and we got way more money than them.
Let's hire Ravensburger, who took this idea from someone else.
Has MTG always been Wizards? No, right?
It was. It was.
Right.
No, it's owned by Hasbro or something like that.
Hasbro now, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wizards.
So,
and
so it
then
was
Hasbro.
Wizards of the Coast. Now it's
Yeah.
Hasbro. Or
I knew it was
something.
some kind of
Yeah,
handoff.
but Hasbro has owned it for like 20 years now or something. So it's not
I mean,
like recent.
at the end of the day, who really knows if they're planning on
Magic
doing
was the
that?
first one. Metazoo's the 90th one.
It could be like a trial run. I mean, it could be like, hey, if this goes well, then
Yep.
we may like it.
Right.
Get enough
So-
people to buy
I was at a card shop today that I found. I'm new to this area that I'm living at, and it was like a board game store, card shop, and I was like, "You guys sell Metazoo?" I'm not even making this up. They were like, "What?"
What's that?
Yeah.
So I work in software, and my company was bought last year, right? And the thought process is essentially, the bigger company says, okay, we're interested in this technology. We can either buy them and they do it for us, or we buy them and we liquidate them because we're a competitor, or we build it ourselves. And 9 times out of 10, you're just going to buy that company, take those engineers, and they're going to keep working on that thing that you now are going to own and
yeah.
can modify
No,
yourselves.
it makes sense.
So, with that in mind, if somebody buys Metazoo, either Metazoo could continue as is with a similar team. Typically, C levels are gone, so Mike and Andy would be gone at that point. After a period
typically.
of time.
Yeah,
Or a company buys them, takes the basis of that game, turns it into something else, a happier Hello Kitty IP TCG, and then basically forgets the first part of it ever existed.
I would be so
It's
upset.
a acqui-hire.
So
You essentially acquire a company to take their resources.
So back to my opinion, and it has to do with what you just said. That's why I've been a part of companies that have sold and everything like that as well. I understand it from a business standpoint. I get it 100%, and it makes sense. I would do it too, but I think it would be. I think it's great for like we're getting into like yokai. We're heading towards like yokai. It would get some fan base possibly in Japan before yokai ever happens.
Yep.
Like it's way. I get the big picture business standpoint. It's the right move in my opinion. It really is. But for me, the fan, and me, the player, it's kind of steering me in a different direction, honestly. Because again, it's not kind of what I signed up for. But I don't think Metazoo cares. Let me also say that because I think they know it's for the bigger picture, and if they lose 2 and gain 10, you're still +8. You know what I mean? So like they would much rather that, and I get that again from the business standpoint.
I feel like Magic the Gathering players in recent times have probably had similar conversations to this as well with, the IPs for Lord of the Rings, Doctor Who's coming up. And
There's probably people that hate
however
it.
many other crossovers now.
There probably are people that hate it, but from what I heard, it's loved.
I mean,
I don't like Magic, and I
Dungeons
don't
and
like Lord of the
Dragons.
Rings, and I almost bought a fucking
what?
like box of it.
Which one?
The Lord of the Rings one.
Oh,
I
really?
don't. I've never seen a Lord of the Rings movie, and I've never played Magic. The only cards I've ever touched are the ones you've given me.
How would that have
I was-
ever
I
been
was
your
like-
desire?
I was like, I want to pull that one ring card, dude.
Oh, so you were just going for the chase. So
Yeah.
you're just addicted to the chase.
Always chasing the dragon.
Well, then why don't you just load up on Wilderness? It's so cheap. Just be ripping $50 scratch offs.
Yeah. Why would I want to find like a golden ticket for something that golden ticket they said was
It's
probably
worth
gonna
anything right now.
What am I
You're
gonna?
gonna take- you
What am
can
I gonna
sell
own?
it.
Some Hello Kitty now? No, like that ain't gonna fucking hold any water, dude.
Dude,
You know?
I don't. Did the golden ticket even have any follow through? Hyperbole
No,
selling it.
I don't. Think
He's trying to
so.
sell it for like
I don't-
90
I
grand.
don't think so.
He's trying to sell it right now.
They are like I think there's
I
two
would
of them.
just try and
up for
get rid of
sale.
it at the end of the day for like I'd start it at like 30 grand and then see where I get it. I'd end up taking probably like 15,000 for it because there's one person out there that would probably buy it.
This is the collab we all need.
Yes.
So who was it that said I don't remember who it was, but somebody in our like group that we
Pretty
talked
shit
to,
stained.
they said that we need oh man, Squonk and the nose. That was you. Yeah, I would buy this. That is a collab I would buy. A boxer of beasties. Boxers of beasties. I love it. But yeah, so I understand why they would be releasing this set and everything like that. And again, it makes sense. But
It's the right
I
business
don't.
move.
So hold on. I'm gonna pull up just so I could reference it too. I was gonna comment on something, but of course Discord doesn't want to load right now. There it is. Let me go to announcements. Okay, so with this collab, are they also getting away from hand-drawn art? Because that's what it looks like to me.
I don't remember what the card looks like.
That's why I just pulled it up. Yeah, it's real thick black lines. It looks like Hello freaking Kitty. And the background looks digital as well.
I mean, we've seen non watercolor, non hand drawn art before. The Pink Club stuff has generated backgrounds.
No, this is even like the BC itself and everything.
They're all like pretty weak too, aren't they? Just like little icons.
Yeah, most of them. Most
They've
of
done
them.
something better than that.
Hello Kitty is an icon.
No, he's talking about the backgrounds. It would be like the
I know.
seance
I know.
icon. Yeah.
Whip them out.
Yeah, it does, right? I'm not alone in that. So that is something else again
That background.
that personally drew me into Metazoo. That everything was hand drawn. They're giving these artists work. I didn't like. I was getting people love the new digital like Pokemon artwork and like the full arts and stuff like that, and like the V's and the V Max cards and all like that type of stuff. I didn't like. I like the original stuff better, honestly. I like some of the claymation stuff that one artist does, honestly, but I really like the hand drawn and like the different art styles, rather than that digital crazy background artwork and all that stuff.
You know what's? I'm just noticing looking at this card. Well, one, Kelsey is the illustrator, so some part of it is done by Kelsey. Look at the copyright in the bottom left corner. I'm gonna bring this up. So let me share this.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I think that could hint at bigger things, despite the people that think they're not selling. Sorry.
But I just want to point out, Kelsey can very well be skilled at digital art as well. Yeah, let's get that on the screen there.
Can I? Hold on! Don't share that.
I'm not touching what you're doing. I'm waiting for you to do what you're doing.
I shared the wrong one. All right, let me zoom in on that.
Because I don't know how to.
It has both company copyrights.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't do for a collab. You would do that if you owned a company.
Ooh.
Yeah, because they haven't done that for anything else.
That's an interesting. You know,
yeah, that is interesting. I never noticed that. I never noticed that for sure. I would not have noticed that.
I was like, oh, cool, they did it.
They did it. Look at what they did. But we still haven't heard what Andy's new title is. So that typically could be related to the sale of a company as well. So I don't know. I think there's
his new title is Unemployed, rumors. Selling it to Sanrio. that's the new position.
That's right.
I don't. I honestly have mixed emotions. Like I said, it's making me want to push away from collecting it as much, which I already have stopped collecting it as much. I'm more of a player now. Definitely more of a player. I don't collect really any of the new sets. I only get the cards for playing. I do have my collection that I already started with the previous sets, though.
Yeah.
But these cards are like, I don't even want to get them. Like, honestly, like, I don't want to buy this set. It's not something that I'm interested in. I don't care about the artwork on it. I don't care about Hello Kitty. The only reason I would buy it is, like, if the tournament's coming up and I'm building a deck, it works, and I need that card, I'll buy the symbol.
That's how I feel.
That's the only thing that I could see happening, honestly. But it's not making me want to buy anything. It's not tickling my
off the PSA, get it graded.
No.
Why not?
Not interested at all.
You can get a grab.
Wrong background. There we go. I'm gonna go to that one.
So, Cutthroat saying that someone suggested it should be in retail stores, and Andy gave a smiley face. So again, interesting from the perspective of company growth. That's huge, right? Seeing Hello Kitty stuff on a shelf in a store is going to attract attention.
They're already supposed to be on shelves in the stores, but whenever that happens, it never happens when it's supposed to. And as soon as they hit shelves,
well, it's funny. It's funny how I just thought of this. So, like, how everybody is doing. Well, I mean, I guess some of these TCGs, specifically Metazoo, they're doing collabs with these larger companies or like linear same like size companies to like boost their traction.
Yeah.
And I thought about Pokemon, and Pokemon, if anything that they collab with, the collabing place should pay them money because at this point Pokemon didn't do that in the beginning, really. Like, they did Burger King maybe a little bit, but I feel like that was even further on.
Still now they don't do much. What do they have, like some Lego stuff maybe? But like, I don't know any other big collabs, honestly, that Pokemon does.
Squishmallows or whatever those pillow things are called. There's a bunch of collabs out there.
I guess there is some. Yeah, I guess you're right. But yeah, it's not what I think about when I think of Pokemon. I'll tell you that. But like when I think of Metazoo, it's like kind of like what collab are they doing next? you know, you know.
Absolutely.
But like that was something else too. Getting into this and trying to be a collector, like I wanted to have like one of everything, and with all those collabs, that became impossible, and that's why I stopped becoming a collector. That's literally why I was like, I can't purchase every single drop. I'm gonna be homeless if I try to afford having everything.
That's how I felt about Pokemon, just with the core set, though.
Well,
what are these 30 secret rares that are impossible?
Yeah, that's what I was. If you're trying to get all the secret rares, but like I wasn't doing that with Pokemon.
So
Again, I was more of a
Pokemon,
player.
They're just rare enough where they're not unobtainable. So I feel like there was that feeling of like I gotta have them.
And honestly, I played most of my Pokemon on like at the time it was the TCGO on the computer or whatever. I was mainly playing that because I had nobody to physically play games with. But I was buying the packs to get the code cards and like just like seeing what I would get type of thing. Like I enjoy it; it's nostalgia and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But really, I was playing on TCGO, honestly. But yeah, if I got one, it was cool. I wasn't like chasing like cards though and stuff like that because again, I was more of a player. But I always will have a soft spot for Pokemon. I was a collector for Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day as well, like when I was younger, when it was first coming out and everything. But yeah, I've never gotten back into that one. Just I don't know. None of them caught my eye until Metazoo, and now it's losing my attention quick. Yeah. But
join us next week where we talk about the lives of 330 somethings.
Deadly.
Yeah.
Do you think you were going to be participating in Flame Tower? How are we feeling about that?
I mean, at this point in time, if they came out with like a place tomorrow, yeah. I'm kind of on the fence here, dude. I like don't even. Someone's like really got to convince me. Someone's really got to talk me up at this point that like to get me excited to do that. Someone's really got to like do that because there's like a part of me that still wants to do it, but there's also a part of me that's like looking for a reason not to do it either.
I'll talk you into it right now. We could share a bed together.
I'm not
Ian's signed up now.
I'm going. Let's do this.
Wait,
I don't even have
you already?
Nah, I don't have a plane ticket. I don't have a hotel room.
I'm not going.
Yeah, you're not going, right?
I'm tempted by the cuddle sesh, but I slept on top of you in whatever state that was, New York.
Yes, it was New York.
Yep.
The hood.
That wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. That wasn't the hood.
No, well, where we stayed, it was.
No, that was Ohio then, because I wasn't with y'all in Ohio.
You weren't with us in New York.
I was with you in New York.
Wait, so you didn't hang outside and like walk around that area. We parked and got there during the day, and some dude just immediately came up to me and was like,
"That's Ohio."
And I was just like, "No, I don't. Like, get away from me." And then he was like, "Oh, okay," and he walked away. I'm like, "What was that?" Like, he just looked, and he looked like he was messed up too. He might have been talking to himself prior to like talking to me.
I mean, most people that randomly walk up to strangers for cigarettes that are sounding the way that you just described are on something. So,
yeah. I'm just saying,
even if it's alcohol,
something. Midday, we're talking like in the like I don't know. It was like I guess like 12 o'clock or something, 1 o'clock. I don't remember exactly. And we got there. That was my interaction. So I knew we were in the hood. We just had like a gated area where nobody was getting in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would love to participate in Flame Tower. Flame is one of my favorite auras. I've been practicing. I got a queen.
You muted yourself.
Yeah. We didn't want to hear you anyway.
Did you
My
click it?
mic,
There it is.
my mic keeps cutting out on me whenever I touch it or bump into it. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it sounds like you're on an alternative mic.
Yeah, I've been switched mic. I don't know. I'll get it back. I might just go to my regular.
How does that sound?
But we had a gate.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
better.
Okay, I'll leave that one then. I won't even worry about this microphone. I don't know what is happening. The cord, I think my kid pulled on the wire for the cord. So so I just need a new it's a regular micro USB. But yeah, every time I've touched this mic today, something's happened with my computer basically.
Tell us about your wanting to go to Flame.
So yeah, I've been practicing. I got a cool deck and I want to use it. I don't think I'd come in first, honestly, just because
Neither do we.
odds are always stacked against me. But
What do you think you're capable of winning?
so I would just want to place. Like, let me just be honest with you. Like, I just want to get to day 2 type of thing. That's like my goal for any of these tournaments, pretty much. Is I don't think I'm ever going to get first place, but I want to get a prize. You know what I mean? And I think that's possible for sure, 100%. You know, I think that's not easy but doable. And I think I have a deck that could do it. My knowledge of Flame is there. But this time it's just I don't know if I'll be able to afford it this time, which is different. So like New York, I could just drove, you know what I mean? Some of the other ones but just now with timing and stuff like that, it's just
set up a GoFundMe and throw it up on
right? Yeah, for real. But no, that's the thing that's holding me back from this one, and the fact that it's just getting so far, or I should say so close to the event.
Most
the
people
prices
give like a
the prices
2 week
keep going
notice.
up. Yeah, the prices are going up, things like that. So it's just like making it go further against me in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do honestly want to go. I think it's cool that they're adding the 4th walls to this tower, and it's something that I was excited for. But they just need to release a gosh darn location already, so I could try to figure something out if possible.
But yeah, in a week and a half, a week and a day, is going to be basically the last day that most people can reasonably take off time from work.
Unless they do something which would also piss me off. If they're like, you know what, we're changing it again. It's August 15th. I'd be like, what the fuck?
If they do that,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I know I'm pretty negative.
I'd be pissed.
But
though.
I wouldn't.
I'd be upset, but I wouldn't be surprised.
how long do you think they'd wait to tell us? They'd probably, dude.
How long did they wait to tell us that native spoiler packs weren't going to be at Orlando, or that
Day of.
tower packs weren't going to be at Ohio?
I feel like that one was a couple days before.
It was like literally the day before. It was not enough time to be able to cancel flight tickets without a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah. You already checked.
I know because I
flight.
tried.
That's funny.
No packs.
But yeah, I want to go to tower.
Where's our
Moral
streamer?
of the story.
What's
What's
streamer
that?
kits?
Where's my streamer kit?
Did you sign up for one? Did you buy one?
I bought one. $100.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, I bought one. Like, how long at this point now?
Yeah, I was thinking about that in the car the other day. Like, native's not even relevant anymore at this point.
I didn't buy one.
Like the
Yeah,
whole,
we paid that before Native even came out. We were buying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About that at
It
least
was-
a month before.
it was supposed to be mid-April, the week that native came out,
Bro, all
which
that.
would be reasonable to say, hey, here's a content creator kit for native.
And how much do you guarantee? So they had an exact like what comes in it. They had like the sheet that like kind of told you what came with it. How much you want to bet that it's not even exactly what is on that list right now?
Don't fuck with that.
No, it's probably not though.
I just miss like maybe they don't have the spoiler packs because we're supposed to get some spoiler packs, right?
I don't think spoiler packs are part of it.
It's gonna be all the same thing though. If like let's say there's spoiler packs, you get 5 of them. It's gonna be all 5 the same card in there.
Orca tokens.
Yeah.
Or just tokens.
Spirit auras. But Ian, you have no plans of going to Dallas, even for content creation, seeing,
No.
visiting friends, nothing.
I don't have friends in Dallas. Oh, you.
No,
you mean you?
Your friends that would be in Dallas.
No. I never planned to go to Flame. I never planned to go. Basically, the next one that I planned to go to would have been Mothman Fest, but now I'm not even sure about that one, or NYCC at this point.
So those are the. You would know the answer to this. Actually, have tickets been sold for NYCC yet, or no?
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I put it in my calendar for like when it was.
Did you buy tickets?
No.
So those are the two that I would want to go to as well. But I now wish I knew that tickets were on sale. I don't follow anything.
2 weeks
on
ago
any social
yesterday.
medias.
When I checked last Friday, Saturday was completely sold out. Friday was 90% sold, and then if you wanted to get a 4-day pass after market, it was a shit ton of money. Just the Saturday pass after market was 2.5 times the price of the regular ticket. It was like $180 for the just Saturday pass.
With all the changes that have been happening and all the way things have been going, who knows if it's even going to be there?
Good point. NYCC is still pretty.
I mean, as in what I'm referencing there for anybody who doesn't know is Caster's Cup. We're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. Who knows if Caster's Cup will even be at NYCC at this point? Honestly,
I feel like they don't even have the prize money for that.
I mean, they even have a venue for Dallas yet, let alone a venue for an event 6-7 months out. That
but that's not.
Pretty sure you got to book stuff months in advance, and who knows if they did. And I don't know. It just doesn't seem promising to me personally. I hope it happens around the same time period. I think it would be cool if it is there, but
it's right on my birthday.
Yeah. That's how I remember Deadly's birthday, because his PlayStation name used to be and then his birthday.
Yeah, there's a story behind that, clearly, but nobody ever understood it. They were just like, "What do you know?" And I was,
But yeah, that's how I remember Dudley's birthday. I think it would be cool at Caster's Cup at NYCC. I think it would be also, just like we're talking about Hello Kitty, I think it would be good for the growth of the game. But yeah, I just don't think anything is set in stone, especially right now. Until it's kind of like everybody knows something's happening at Metazoo, but no one knows what it is. And I'm sure due to legal reasons, they can't tell us. So it's kind of like we're all in like this little awkward position right now, I feel like, in a way, and I'd rather just know, personally.
But
I feel like, exactly. But I feel like we're all kind of in the same position in a way. But yeah, I thought something else was interesting, and I just want to mention it. I really just don't care personally at this point anymore. I'm just going to say that.
That's the interesting fact, or do you have something else?
No. Most of you know I don't care about much. But I think it's interesting that the NFT chat shut down.
Yeah.
We could have talked about that last week, technically.
We could have, yeah.
I almost brought it up.
We were like an hour and 40 minutes in last week. So
I think it was almost 2 hours, I feel like.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not bringing up any more topics. But it's like they admitted like their community was a little toxic, and
well, that's why we were separated out in the first place.
I don't think you can just take it away because they're toxic. Everybody.
It's literally what the message says in the email.
I know, as it says, but I don't think that's right.
No,
it was though. But it was though.
And I love.
It's
I
not
love,
right to just.
This is like basically the idea is in that chat, those people that had NFTs and were welcome into that chat, instead of banning people, they just mass exodus people.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. That's not like, it's not an undersell there, because instead of banning people, they're like, nope, we're just going to take it away, because they had that whole thing with the banning.
Yeah.
They just went over the top. And now everybody just has to flood into, Metazoo chat, or, obviously they were like, oh, if you want to go talk, go to Oasis. Like, all right, cool. So now Argos just, got an extra, like, couple thousand people added to his thing. I don't know if it's that many, but at the end of the day, that was like a power move for Argos.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing too, because they're like, how many times have we been yelled at for like people saying stuff from the NFT chat or from the NFT announcements in a public setting like Facebook or whatnot, and then they're like, yeah, we're shutting this down. Go do it in this server that anybody can join. Just go talk about it there.
Yeah.
So like, there's this just utter shift of this is incredibly private to whatever. Just talk about it.
Just don't do it here.
Just don't do it here. We don't want you here. But that's why that chat was created in the first place. It wasn't like it was played up as a privilege for, thank you for buying our NFTs. It's because there was so much negativity and just bullshit going on about NFTs and people wondering when the next NFT thing was going to be. And in the main chat, they're like, okay, you guys are going to have your own special chat room. And they were like, yay. And I was like, you're fucking idiots.
I was
no offense to anybody that was there when they opened that
I was
chat.
happy to be there, and then when I got there, I was like, well, this is a bunch of people who just think they're way better than me.
Yeah.
And like they make that well known to me.
I
literally would message people that like Mike would literally make announcements for, being like, thank this person, he's been helping out this community tremendously. And I would message him, be like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing on like MetaMask and da-da-da, I'm new at NFTs and stuff. And they'd be like, why'd you even fucking get one then? And I'd be like, thanks for your help, man, I'll message somebody else, I guess.
You really got a response like that?
Oh, multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple times from people who own like full sets and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
there are some nice people. Like Min Man.
No,
I've always loved talking to Min Man.
Yeah, Min Man. I mean, Bat's helped me. I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, like 1 or 2 times with an NFT thing. I think there are a few people for sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was, for the most part, I was just like, oh well, I'm a piece of shit, and now I know it. You know? Yeah. You know.
I kind of missed the chat in a sense. So when the Genesis NFTs dropped, it dropped a day early, which it wasn't announced or anything, but it was broken. Like I couldn't see my Genesis NFTs in the list, and then I had nowhere to go to be like, hey, what's going on? Except Argos's place. So then I had to I left Argos's chat a few weeks ago. I had to rejoin chat, and Immortal Workshop John, he's like, hey, just so you know, I saw you join back in. Like, you know my secret. I left some servers. Anyway, so I had to jump back in there to then figure out, okay, other people are seeing the issue too. It's just not ready.
Yep.
So it kind of sucks not to have that avenue of, okay, can I go somewhere and then talk about this?
What do you think is going to happen with PFP redemptions?
What do you mean?
Are they going to happen?
Oh, yeah, right. The redemption cards from the PFP box. I forgot about them.
Do you think they're going to do more PFPs? Do you think it's going to... You think the NFTs are still... Dude,
yeah, they made the announcement already.
I'm not going to
NFT
lie.
announcements.
I feel like 2023 has been like...
We have a date.
2023 has been literally just a death for...
Do we have a date for those?
Yeah, we have a date for those.
When is it?
No, we don't.
August or
Yeah, we have a date for those.
Is it August 5th or something?
7-1 was the Genesis NFTs. 8-1, 9-1. 9-1.
So September.
9-1?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not going to hold them to it, but...
Oh, that's the sale of the next boxes. The next PFP boxes, actually.
Wait, what? You're going to sell more PFP
Oh, here we go. PFP redemption from the current PFP sets of cards will happen 8-1 and will cover UFO, Sans, and Native. So they completely skipped over some stuff, didn't they? Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't.
No.
Hero Quest. Hero Quest is the one that was originally announced. It's missing. That's what it is. Like something's missing from this.
No, but
Yeah, they've separated themselves completely from HeroQuest.
so I've not been hearing like in 2020, 2021, I feel like I was hearing like, yo man, you gotta get in on these NFTs and da 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 da. Like not even Metazoo related, I'm talking about. Just like in general, like it would come up in conversations all the time. You'd watch a Joe Rogan podcast and somebody would be on talking about NFTs and da 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 da. And now I feel like in 2023, like nobody's talking about NFTs anymore. Like in my life anyway. I've not been running into it the way I have the previous past 2 years. And I don't know, it might just be like the people I'm hanging out with. But I don't know if they're as relevant anymore. Like I feel like it's kind of died this year. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of died this past year, kind of like on Metazoo in ways.
No, I feel like it was the same hype train as the TCGs over the pandemic. Everyone's at home, they're bored, they're trying to find a way to do something fun or make some money or, whatever. And then there was this just giant hype, and everything's coming down off of that right now.
Yeah, I remember. So my girl is somebody who anything that's like new and hip, like she wants to be involved in. All the trends and stuff like that. She knows it when they're happening. And when the NFT thing was starting to pop off, I'll never forget. She was like, yo, you need to get in. You're doing all this crypto stuff. I just like got lucky, made some money off of like Shiba and like some of those shit coins and stuff like that. Yep. She was like, yo, you need to get in on NFTs now and da 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 da. And she was explaining it to me, and she told me about like the person who bought like the NFT for the first Twitter tweet that ever happened for like $1 million and blah 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 blah. And while she was explaining it to me, and my roommate at the time was explaining it to me, I was like, all this sounds fucking so stupid. I was like, none of this makes any sense to me. They're like, no, but it's a digital footprint, and you can see exactly where it comes from, and that you own the original copy. And I was like, who cares if I own the original copy or not?
Listen, Steam's had a marketplace selling shit for years.
Yeah, like it makes no sense to me. It never made sense to me. So I use one of these Metazoo PFPs. Deadly could screenshot it and use the same fucking PFP. He could go on OpenSea,
but
go to my profile.
There's a document that says you own
it. Where is that document?
Blockchain.
I don't have it. I don't have the document. I don't have the document that proves that I own it.
Yeah. I remember learning about NFTs and literally thinking, like, how is this any different from like the Steam collectibles marketplace that they have, where you have like the Team Fortress 2 fucking guns and medals and cosmetics and shit that you can literally sell to other people.
Yeah. I personally don't get the NFT thing. I never did, but I like at the same time, like I get them if they have utility, I guess, in some way. Like if it's like something like that.
That's what Metazoo. That's why I've cared about the Metazoo NFTs.
That's why I like the coin, but at the same time, the token or whatever hasn't had any utility in the past like year, essentially.
That's not fully true. You get $40.
Not fully true. No, you could get you could pay still $20 over what other people would be selling it for.
Yeah.
But $50 less than what Metazoo sells it for.
Yeah. I think what was the last free promo we got? 4th of July.
4th of July a year ago.
Second anniversary we paid for.
Second anniversary we paid for, but we just had access to get more of them. Yeah, and that happens a few times. So that's why. Yeah, so that's you said it's not entirely true, but it's like somewhat true. I'm not saying I only got it to get free stuff. Like I didn't. I got it for the discount, but I could get booster boxes of CN2 right now for $30. So like, why do I need the token to pay $100 for it? You know what I mean? Like and when I bought my token, I paid like $800 for that thing or something like that. I don't know. I paid a ridiculous amount.
You don't even want to know how much I paid.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it.
Whoops. I have a salamander one now. I've always loved the salamander one. That's what I have now.
I'm pretty sure it was like $1,400.
Jesus Christ.
I genuinely don't think I got my money's worth from that from that purchase.
No,
You know
dude.
what I mean?
If I sold mine now, it'd be like $350.
I sold one for a loss. Well, I traded for one for like a loss in a way, but it was a good trade, and I'm happy I did it either way. Like,
Turn it into actual cards.
no, I got cards, and I traded one of my tokens. I had more than one token. I traded one to somebody on our team, so it was a good trade. You know.
And they're sitting there kicking themselves now.
No, I'm sure he's not. Honestly, I'm really.
Give him
I'm
that
sure
good of a deal.
No, I mean it was a fair deal. We were both happy with it. You know. Well, yeah, I got some hollows that I wanted. I think I got some fusion auras. You know, things like that. So I was happy with it. Yeah.
Is there even any point to me owning one anymore?
It's still like
$40 off a booster box.
Yeah, the drops and stuff like that.
Access to
if you miss
non-existent chat.
If you miss a drop,
Okay, all right.
Like if you miss like a hero quest, usually you got access to stuff like that. You know,
I sold it. Would I even lose the chat if it was still around? I feel like I could still get in it, and I own PFPs, so
you don't lose the chat because I sold all my tokens at one point, and I still had access to
you're
chat.
over there just like
Yeah.
you just need access. I think. Yeah.
I had 2 tokens. One I traded for a Rat King with a teammate, and then the other one I traded someone else for some cards as well. And then I was like, oh look, a Bronze Salamander, which is the one I've always wanted. Bronze Salamander at floor, and it's like, I'm going to buy it. So I have a Bronze Salamander. But no, I didn't lose access to chat.
That's a pickup, though, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
I just have 2 silver parties, and I paid like $800 for each one of them. So
I think I've in the grand scheme, I've lost money at buying the tokens, and the PFPs.
I like the PFPs, though, personally. I like them, but
I like them, but I didn't need to buy 13 of them.
Yeah. I'm glad I was able to trade mine and do things like that. I sold some for like what I bought them for in the beginning type of thing, but I'm glad that I have the 2 that I now still have.
Yeah.
I think I might go back to my Piazza Bird one though.
Nice.
Instead of my Mothman. I don't like the orange background. I think that's what throws me off.
Yeah, I don't like it either. As soon as I saw you change it, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I don't like the orange. I like the Mothman, but I don't like the orange background. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to go back to the blue Piazza Bird.
Good.
The blue background Piazza Bird, I should say.
I miss it.
Yeah, I like it. It was good. It's one of the few that's like the beastie's a different color instead of just like the background's a different color. I have a gray Piazza Bird with a blue background. I like that. But so Kevin is asking, how good is Rat King? Rat King is not the best. I desperately want to make Rat King work for reasons like I said earlier in the episode, which is that one, not many people are like expecting people to be playing it, so they're not like preparing decks to go against it. And 2, just like not that many people have it in general, like so it's like a surprise for everybody type of thing. I like to bling out my decks, like I said.
There's
only one.
You only have one.
Right?
Yeah, you only have one, but
out though, right?
so its effect, if I'm just going off of memory, is that he protects 10 LP, no, not 1-drops, 10 LP beasties from the first attack against them during each turn.
New York, he has Burrow, which is
And
the
when
only thing.
And when he swings, he creates 2 beastie tokens with 10 LP. So he plays along with himself. And we've made some cool decks, but a lot of cards have came out since that would destroy these decks. And the decks were like, a lot of chibi beasties and like a lot of, little things like that. And I've just always tried to get it to work. I wanted to do like token decks with token beasties that are, like the 10 LP rats that tokens that he makes and stuff like that. Try to get a bunch of them out there. I don't know, different things like that. No deck has ever worked after these cards came out. The first time we built a deck, it worked, and then like shortly after new set came out, and they like haven't worked ever since, type of thing. um, because again, he's only 10 LP, so he's pretty easy to get rid of. Granted, he's protected against the first attack, but still, like even a fireball would take him out or something like that. You know,
It's only attack then.
yeah. So I've been trying to do things like I don't know, throw him behind Stone Man, and you know, like fun ideas like that.
Indrid
But
Gold,
overall,
immortal, right?
I believe that's accurate. Yeah, that sounds accurate.
That or the
When he's out in the field, yeah, he gives everything immortal, right?
Yeah, I have dark beasties.
Dark, yeah. So, yeah, I feel like somebody could get it to work. I just haven't been able to yet. But I've desperately been wanting to get that card to work ever since I got my hands on one a year ago or whatever it's been. You know, that is a card I've shuffled many of times because I throw it in decks. I've made straight dark decks with it. I've made dark earth with it. I've made dark spirit with it. I've made lots of different decks trying to get stuff to work. Just haven't. I think it is a good card, but it's not good competitively yet. But somebody smarter than me could definitely build a deck and make it a competitive deck for sure. I just haven't been able to crack the code. Well, what else we want to talk about?
What else is there?
Metazoo.
Dun 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 dun. Magic is real.
I still think that's their best song, personally. Yeah. I still randomly get that song in my head and just like sing it around the house type of thing. But yeah, I guess I honestly have no other topics unless you guys do. No,
not a lot going on here.
Just going back to
no, there's really not. They haven't given us much. Yeah, they haven't given us much this past week besides Hello Kitty and no tower info. So Deadly, the last thing I have to ask you is that you got your magmas and you got your piazza. Have you even thrown them in sleeves and practice with them yet?
Nope.
You were the worst competitive player I've ever met.
And I'm gonna win.
I mean, it's definitely possible. So I have more faith in you getting first place in an event than me getting first place in an event by far. I just want to say that out loud.
When I'm in the game, I'm looking at my cards and I'm looking at everything that's going on. Right now, I'm so like checked out. It's like, and I don't think that much has changed. I mean, the decks we've been playing are cards that we know what they do, with a couple that are from native, and then well, bam. You know what I mean? It's all just playing them out and knowing, you know, what he's doing. I'm taking an Austin approach. Goodbye. I'm just taking, you know, a Tanqueray approach where, like, I don't really care that much what they do. As long as I know what they do and they're effective, then, you know, I'll roll out with it.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's up with my computer tonight.
Are you sorry about that, though?
Yeah.
Not really. I'm glad I didn't have to hear Deadly.
We're done here.
But yeah, some maybe it's not just my mic. Something I got to restart my computer after this probably. I don't know. It might be this new. I have a Mac. There's a new update that I did not do yet, and I might just need to do it. Yeah, but yeah, I do apologize. But I was going to click on this. Kevin asked another question, and I honestly don't even know what he's talking about. I'd be lying to you if I said I ever watched a single Rudy video.
The hell are Rudy crayon cards?
So
I watched a few Rudys, but I don't really like Rudy.
I watched like half of a video once where actually I think Mike was at his house or something like that, and I was like, this guy creeps me out. like he just seems like a weirdo, and I just stopped watching it. I don't know. But I've heard stories about him being a little wild and influencing markets and stuff like that. But I really don't even know much about him. Besides, I wasn't picking up what he was putting down. That's the best way I could describe it.
So you went to
Oh,
Purple Mountain.
a new Metazoo Rudy collab coming.
Where was that announced?
Where was that announced?
Rudy.
Yeah. A satanic panic deck with black mask. So I don't think, from my knowledge, I don't think satanic panic or some of those other even what are they, the hateful eight or whatever. I don't think a lot of them are playable yet. Honestly, personally, I've looked at a lot of them and I'm like, I won't even use this. Like, I know they're a rare card to pull and stuff like that, but I don't think it's great for play yet. Wow, Rudy's family has their own little fan art set. Of course they would. Damn. Talk about being privileged, you know what I mean? But no, I've not heard of that. I did not know of that, and I probably will not be getting that as as well. Again, it would probably go back to like the same thing I did for fan art, same thing I'm doing for the Hello Kitty. Probably go back to that. If I need it for a deck, I'll probably get the single. But besides that, I honestly just don't care right now about getting all the cards the way I used to. And it's just changed. It's just changed for me. It's not the same game. It's not the same artwork. It's not the same themes. It's not the same anything. I like the blood, guts, gore, dark, evil, whatever you want to call it. I mean, look, where do I? Oh, my decks are literally like 10 feet away from me, but their logo, for God's sake, is a pentagram. Like, it's a dark thing. It's evil, you know. Like, you know, it's like devil worship. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's got these ritual things attached to it and stuff. And now we're at Hello Kitty and crayons. It's just not the same. I don't know. It's not. I could have my kid draw me something with crayons right now. I don't want it in a game where I'm trying to kill people and stuff. You know, you know what I mean?
Okay.
What? What did you say to me, Deadly?
It's still a game.
It's still a game. It's not. It's not the game that I. If I want cute and bubbly things, I could easily buy cute and bubbly things. I wanted Metazoo. This isn't the Metazoo that I knew.
Yeah, wait until, I mean, it's going to be different. This is just a collab, I mean. They aren't main sets.
So Wayward War is coming. It is. If I don't see some bloody, gory stuff, if it's all just like cute little bunnies and Hello Kitties,
So this
I don't know, man.
question is, so War is supposed to be next month. We haven't heard a single thing, and they usually
I
start
don't think it's next
spoilers.
month.
No, I don't think it is either.
Right.
They usually start spoilers immediately after the last set. I don't think it's gonna.
You're right.
I think it's gonna be delayed.
I think it needs to be delayed either way, though.
Yeah.
Like, for the better, I mean, type of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not upset with it being delayed. I think it needs to be delayed. I think they got some stuff they need to figure out and some stuff they need to tell us before releasing another set, personally.
What if Hello Kitty comes in and it's just like, Indrid, stop being mean, and he does.
End of the IP.
So I don't know nothing. I literally know anything about Hello Kitty or anything related to Hello Kitty. But watch there be like a fairy or something, and like you said, like something like that happens. They just like cast a spell on Injured Gold now, and oh my god, I would lose my mind, dude. It's like Hello Kitty entered the Hero Quest land, and that's now just what everything is.
I mean, it reminds me of like Wreck-It Ralph, where he goes into like the racing game with the girl, and it's
Oh, yeah.
a completely different area. He just doesn't fit in at all.
I've never seen Wreck-It Ralph.
Wow.
You should.
You have a child.
I probably should. Yeah, no, I'm
You
not
have a
opposed to it.
child.
And I think Sarah Silverman's in it too. I'm like a fan of
Yeah,
hers.
He's one of the main
and everything.
characters.
Yeah, I'm a fan of hers. I just haven't seen it yet, but I'm not opposed to it. I like all of those like Disney.
You should
type
check it out.
movies. Yeah, no, I might actually watch it tonight after this.
It's
you know?
nostalgic. Well, video game related.
But so I'm a weirdo. I rewatch the same movies over and over again. Like, I can rewatch The Incredibles like every fucking week.
Throw this one in there, and you'll be happy you made like a little transition there.
But I do like a lot of those movies. I told you guys already, Aladdin's my favorite Disney movie. I watch Aladdin at least like 2-3 times a year.
It's a good choice. What'd you
I
think
love
of
it.
the,
Not the remake.
what,
I'll
you didn't
watch
like the
it.
remake?
I didn't mind it, but I don't like any of them compared. I would rather the original because it's what I grew up on. And Robin Williams is just the best. You know what I mean? It's the best that ever did it. So yeah, I like the original Aladdin. That's my favorite Disney movie of all time. Throw that in your book. You know that for trivia night.
What kind of trivia are we doing that we're going to need to know that information?
Wouldn't you like to find out?
No.
You'll never know. All right, Ian. But yeah, Deadly, Ian, you got anything else, or we good to wrap this up for this week? All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Ian, do you make any videos anymore? Do you have any announcements for us?
I haven't in a while. Yeah, I will be. I'm just kind of getting at it. I definitely have some stuff in my backlog.
Yeah, what will you be?
What will I be doing?
Yeah, you said you will be. What will you be?
Well, we're going to be doing Legions of Will. Honestly, my motivation is going to come after Forgotten Tribes for that one, just because I already built a deck that I really want to play, and I don't want to start over without having the Forgotten Tribes cards.
So yeah, once that drops, we're going to not only do pack battles again, where I'm going to win.
No, come on.
But we're also planning on doing gameplay videos, which
Absolutely.
I also plan on winning. So
I have almost a full play set of Chaos Ascension.
I need to organize mine.
But there's too many cards in Forgotten Tribes that I need. But yeah, we should do something for them soon. It's been kind of quiet, but that's expected for a smaller TCG.
I mean, we could do a TTS game or something like that, even. But
yeah, that's true. Yeah, we should. Let's plan that. Okay. I'm working on a Nom Nom video to get everyone up to speed on Nom Nom before the Kickstarter drops for that. I have the script almost finished for that, actually.
By the way, I am also willing to make videos on that with you as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to collab on that or not, but I plan on doing some gameplay videos for that regardless.
Shattered Legacy just sent me a care package, so I have a video to do on that. That one just
Shattered Legacy. The pack looks cool on that, but it looks different for sure.
I just noticed that Lord Korg does the art for these packs. I don't know if he's an official artist or what, but Lord Korg is involved with that somehow. And then I have some stuff from Booster Brat. I have Rise just came. I was so inundated that my sorcery came. I just sold it because I'm never going to get to it.
So you have 30 videos that you need to make.
Basically, I have a backlog of like, a bunch of free shit that has shown up in my door, and I had to apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm taking a little break. I'm gonna get to it, and everyone's usually like, yeah, no, it's cool. But yeah, no, I have a bunch of stuff I got to sit down and do a live soon. It's been a while since we've done a live.
Yeah, do this on your live.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, well, let us know, and I'll be in the chat watching. So,
all right.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to start making some videos again, man. I kind of miss having something to watch besides Tears of the Kingdom videos and stuff like that I've been watching.
That's too much pressure.
I mean, this is no offense to anybody, but I don't watch that many other content creators anymore.
I'm offended.
But I was watching your videos. I got away from a lot of the Metazoo content creator videos, honestly. I'm just tired of watching people rip packs. And I'm tired of watching the same interview 75 times.
Yeah.
That was just we're all ripping the same cards. I've seen every single one of those cards. I don't need to see you pull a Man in Black. You know you know what I mean?
You don't want to see me pull a Man in Black?
Same reason why I don't go on like Whatnot and stuff. It's like I don't need any of these cards anymore. It's all the same stuff. It's all
So you're not actually you're not too far off. I kind of feel similar. So that means that when we do pack battles, we need to up the stakes. We need to give people something to watch.
But see, when we're doing pack battles, it's going to be right as the set is getting in our hands, as opposed to people are still releasing videos of being like, "Hey guys, I got UFO," or like they're going on Whatnot and being like, "Hey guys, let's rip Wilderness tonight." Like,
So you're saying you don't want
let's
to bet money?
not.
You too scared?
Oh, I'll bet money. I will definitely bet money. I like anything with a risk. You know? So you don't have to ask me twice.
Yeah.
But no, we can make it more fun than just ripping packs, you know. But yeah, for Metazoo, I don't know. Like, so here's in Pokemon's defense to what you said earlier in the episode. That was something that drew me to pack openings in Pokemon videos. It was like, it's not just a golden ticket. We're like, all right, we could watch literally. How long did Bailey and his people rip Wilderness and not get a single thing? We could watch you for 48 hours straight and not pull something.
Yeah.
But like for Pokemon videos, it's like you're gonna rip like 5 booster boxes, 6 booster boxes. You're getting one of those cards. You know what I mean? You're gonna get one of those cards because there are so many of them. So like it would be fun to watch like those. But for these Metazoo ones, it's like I'm not gonna watch you try to pull a golden ticket. It's not gonna happen. It's like, those are literally those are in somebody's closet right now, or they're in some LGS that can't sell their product.
Yeah.
You know, they're in some warehouse somewhere. They're what Metazoo has for all the prize support. You know, it's in a
warehouse.
It's in a warehouse. Yeah,
they have it labeled that like this one's a golden ticket, this one's silver ticket.
We'll release one a year. We'll release one a year.
We send one out into the wilderness.
Yeah. So like I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. But yeah, so I would watch your videos because you would go over news first off. So like I needed to know what was going on, but there's none of that happening right now. But yeah, I was interested in like these other TCGs that you were covering as well. Like I thought Rise was okay. It wasn't the one that I was going to get into. But the Legions,
really nice, and the quality of the cards is great. But
you sold me on Legions, though. That's the whole reason why I got involved with Legions. Yes.
Oh no, I absolutely love Legions.
And it's a fun game. It's competitive, but it's not like I don't know how to describe it properly. It's competitive, but not like as competitive as like I don't know Magic or one of these other very competitive, competitive games type of thing. Like the way I describe it, it's almost like a board game where you can just you can teach your friends in 20 minutes how to play it or less, and you could have a fun time.
Yep.
But it's competitive. You're going to want to win. You're going to want to build a better deck and win. You know. So, yeah, you drew me in on that one completely.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I really do.
And the owner is a great guy too.
Rise is interesting. I like the art. I honestly don't think I'm going to get into the game. It's just the gameplay is overly complex and very, very luck based.
I don't know anything about the gameplay yet for Nom Nom, but I already know I want to be involved with that one.
I'm stoked.
I've already spoken to 2 people involved with the game and let them know that I'm super excited. One of them gave me the heads up that Metazoo's not a fan of people that are involved.
Whoopsies.
And I already let them know that Metazoo's not going to tell me who I can be friends with.
Shots fired.
I'm an adult,
Nom Nom announced today that they're going to be opening up playtesting soon. Actually, so
that would be dope.
So you got to reach out to Johnny. Got to reach out to Moldy Potions if you want to get on the list for playtesting for Nom Nom.
I will definitely be doing that then. Deadly, get in on that. Let's do that. Let's do it. So
do it to it. Get you back into it.
So yeah, I bought a Nom Nom print in Dallas last year. I liked it from when I first saw it. I got I think his name is Kappa Ramen.
Kappa Ramen.
Nom Nom Victor Larson print that is numbered, and even he has like a little verification thing that he gave me or whatever certificate. He's like, this is mine. I did this. Yeah, no, I'm all in on that. I love Victor and his work. I love some of the other artists that I know as well, that I've spoken to previously about Metazoo stuff and their work, and I like people involved with the gameplay aspect of it as well. So
Mhm.
I will be all in on that too. Like I said, if you want to make some gameplay videos with me on that one, I'm willing to beat you in any game. So,
No, I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of nom nom content when that's out.
yeah, that one looks like a lot of fun. The creatures look so dope too. I just want to say that the creativity that goes behind them, I like that.
I mean,
They're punny. Let's just say that. You know,
yeah.
they're
Well,
like,
and with
I
Victor
love it.
behind it, it's going to be the art that drew you to Metazoo.
Metazoo, exactly, 100% hand drawn artwork, and the other person that I know who does artwork for them as well, hand drawn artwork, great artwork, same style essentially.
Emily Nancy, Tyrannotessa.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Those are the two I was.
two others.
Those are the two. Those are the two that I was referencing that I know and seen their artwork for and things like that. Yeah, even Tessa, I've seen her Metazoo videos and stuff, and
Yep.
we've actually spoken about Metazoo over messages before, things like that. She's a super nice person. So they got a lot of good people involved with that game. I can only see success for it personally. But yeah, Deadly, anything you want to say before we shut out?
Nah, pretty much
Do
it.
you plan on getting involved in any of these other games at all?
I mean, we'll see what happens.
You played Legions, actually.
Yeah, I played it. Ian was supposed to send me, some cards,
I have all my duplicates right here.
and then
Ian doesn't do anything he's supposed to do. So.
I don't.
where's my poker chips?
I know. I got to send you a care package. I do want. I want to open one more.
Make sure you add some nudes in there just for the trouble.
Yes,
you know?
please. Need those.
I think I want to open. I have 2 Chaos Ascension boxes left. I think I want to open one more.
You still have
I'm
2
so-
more of those boxes?
Yeah. So I got the
many
2
left
that
on
were,
the
I got the
streets,
2
I
that
feel
were
like.
sent to me for free for the content creation, and then I already bought 2 by the time those were sent to me. So I don't know. I feel like I want to keep one sealed, and then I think I want to open the other one because I'm so close to a full play set,
Yeah.
but I'm not quite there.
I was thinking about that today, actually. I forgot about Legions of Will. I was like, oh, damn, I get content creator stuff, and I bought stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we should probably do a video to actually keep up our side of the content creation deal.
yeah, for sure. No, I'm down to play a game. Let's. I'll probably lose because I don't know the cards as well yet. But once we're ripping packs and I'm going through it, I'll build the deck. But
Do it. Yeah, I really like my cat deck, so good luck.
yeah, no, I would just be playing like if we went on TTS, I'd probably just be playing like a theme deck type of thing. But maybe I'd switch out like 1 or 2 things for different bases or something like that. But
I'll do a theme deck too.
But no, I don't care, man. I just want to make the video and have fun.
I get destroyed.
I don't think Ian's played a game with us since Nightfall. You know.
We were practicing with him a couple.
No, I'm just busting his.
I
I'm busting his
haven't-
balls.
I haven't played a game since Seance.
It
That is your game.
I have not built a deck since just.
Deadly hasn't played a
Seance.
game since Seance either, though, so it's all right.
Earth Tower, calm down.
Wow, I've never played a name
That's the
card.
last time Deadly played.
No, I practiced with you guys last week.
That's the last time Deadly touched a card.
No, because I bought the Magma Aura stuff.
To play. That's the last time Deadly touched a card to play.
It has not been, since Earth.
Yeah,
had a deck of cards in my hand.
yeah, it was better when you lived close to me, but I moved away from you.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, the last thing I have to say is that I got a few things to say, so not the last thing. One, check out Ian's channel, check out his old videos. He'll be having more videos in the future, but he should be linked in the description below. Again, this podcast is sponsored by Immortal Workshop, so if you're shopping for some TCGs, check out Immortal Workshop, see if he's got the TCG you're looking for. If you're shopping for Metazoo, he's definitely got it. And use code Caster's Corner at checkout, or use the affiliate link in the description below. If you're looking to learn how to play the game Metazoo, we are doing a Learn to Play event on Friday nights. It's not been every single Friday, so I don't want to say that, but most Friday nights. I will be doing one tomorrow night, as in Friday, July 7th. So if you're watching this on July 7th and you want to sign up, please do so. There is a link to the Play Network in the description. It's not a link to the event, so make sure to type in Caster's Corner and look for the event. So yeah, it's going to be a Learn to Play event tomorrow night or tonight, depending on when you're watching this, or in the past if you're watching it in a few days. So I apologize if you are. But yeah, just keep a lookout on the Play Network. Look for Caster's Corner. It's a Friday night event, usually, if we do it, and it will be via webcam in our Discord. So there's also a link for our Discord, so please join that. And that's how you can participate in the events. If you just want to learn how to play without participating and playing and signing up on the MPN, join the Discord and just come watch us play some games and ask us some questions. The last thing I got is that if you're looking to read some articles and figure out what's happening in Metazoo and keep up with the current events and everything like that, check out the website that's linked in the description, and that is for the Metazoo Archives. That is ran by Cutthroat Zoo or Cutthroat Pie. He's on his game. As soon as something is announced from Metazoo, he throws it up on this website. He's got an article about it, any details and information. I'm impressed with a lot of it, actually, when I see it. And so if you're looking for something to read and keep up to date with, please check out Metazoo Archives website, linked in the description. And with all of that being said, that is all I got for tonight, and I appreciate everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time. Have a good one, everybody.
We're good.
I got to click